Hello everybody, welcome to part 4 of my Torquay save, which is part 9 overall of the Journeyman series, and it's time for my first full season in charge of the goals, not the seagulls as I called them in the last episode. So it's been quite a decent pre-season, as I tried playing 2012 a bit more often, but that I just got frustrated at what was going on in that. So I'll just quickly move on to the pre-season fixtures. We had about 7 of them, I think. Yeah, it's 8, I think. Yeah, 8 pre-season fixtures. And the results: we beat the Torquay under-18s 1-0. A goal from Nathan Craig was enough to avoid our blushes being shown. We then beat the Lille reserves 4-2. 2 goals there from 2 of my new signings, who I'll introduce you to soon. Cardiff City came to Plainmoor and we lost 3-1, so it was a full strength team, so I wasn't too disappointed. A very decent 0-0 to League One Bournemouth. I was pretty pleased with that. Southampton came to town as well. Our assistant manager got us some good fixtures, but we could only survive the onslaught against our full strength team by 1 goal. Then we drew with our parent club Blackpool 2-2. Gainford, and I think someone scored an own goal for them, so it doesn't tell us who else scored. We beat the Everton reserves 3-2 in a great game. Very pleased with that. And then Real Sociedad outclassed us after giving us a very good game, 4-2. So at least my team has the ability to score goals more often than not. But I was expecting to live com this game against Exeter City, but instead I'm going to do the Captial One Cup first round against Brentford, because everyone likes cup runs, right? So you can see the rest of our fixtures there as follows. We start at Exeter at home, then newly promoted Luton, then Dagenham and Redbridge and Accrington there, Fleetwood, Oxford, so on and so forth. We go all the way to the 21st December for the fixtures reset, as you were, and then the final day of the season is at Plymouth. Yeah, we're at home to Plymouth, so fingers crossed all goes well. I don't know who else got promoted. I don't recognise. Might be Grimsby. Yeah, it looks like Grimsby are the ones who are promoted. Just double check. Blue square bet and Premier stages last season. Yeah, Luton and Grimsby were promoted, so that's okay. We'll see the rest of the champions. We have Gillingham, Sheffield United, Wolves and Arsenal were the champions of all my respective divisions last season. So now it's time to have a look at my transfer business and financial situation we're in. So that one we can talk about in just a sec. Bang, there we go. Very busy little period for me. So let's begin with the signings I got in on the opening day. First off, Oscar Janssen was a free agent from Shamrock Rovers ever since the start of December, or the end of December, one or the other. So I just decided, well, he's willing to play for very little money compared to other decent goalkeepers, so I just thought may as well bring him in as a backup goalkeeper to Michael Polk. Then also searching from the north of the border, I found Philip Lowry. He was unwilling to sign a new contract for Linfield, so I just thought, you know, why not take a plunge. He's been very prominent in the Northern Irish Premier League, and I just think he has the quality for this league, and the report does agree with me, even though it's probably a bit dodgy since my manager or my backroom staff probably don't have good predictions abilities. But you can see from these stats, particularly mental, he has capabilities of going a long way with Torquay. But the pace and the stamina and strength need to be improved in the future. I just thought, if I need backup defender for the future, I thought Thomas Gardner from Spurs was sufficient, even though he's never played a competitive game before. So that's okay. I got Josh Reese in from loan from Arsenal. I thought he could play in this position here, the attacking midfield central, which is why I brought him in. But it doesn't really matter, I do need a midfielder anyway. So hopefully when he returns from his illness or his injury, he'll be fighting fit again. But you can see, I'll tell you why I regret getting in so many loan signings in a moment. But Nathaniel Knight Percival is a 26-year-old from Peterborough who can play in centre or pretty much anywhere on the left hand side. But he is pretty solid and will be critical to our season if he stays fit. Then also from Stoke City we have another centre back. His name is Jordan Keane, 19 years old. Pretty good stats, but I'll have to wait and see how he can do. I'm going to play him today, see what he's like. Because I'm short on right side of midfielders, I signed two of them. Sam Gainford can play anywhere on the wings, so that's good. Pretty cheap as well. Where did I get him from? Liverpool, yes, I got him from Liverpool. And then Chris Lester is another good one, even though stats don't show it. And I got him from Bolton Wanderers, so fair play. Another loan deal, thanks to our parent club, is Nathan Eccleston, which is quite a pull for our standards, but you know, some of these stats are extremely poor, so I'll have to see what good he can do for us. But he does love scoring the goals when he can, so I hope it was worth the investment. He's still pretty young, and yeah, he's been around for a while. Probably not the best. It's a backup right back in Michael Harriman from Queen's Park Rangers. I don't have too much faith in him, but you never know, he could surprise me. Then probably the best signing yet again provided by my director of football is Andrew Tutt. A fabulous signing, to be honest. I think he came from Rochdale. Yeah, he had a great season last year, but he wasn't willing to sign a new deal, so he's come to us in search of success. As you can see, he's not quite a chic oil baron money you know, glory hunter. He's probably a City fan for quite a while, or he wanted to play for them when it was more realistic. Let's just see his info. No, I doesn't have a favourite club. But anyway, yeah, great signing. He has some outstanding stats, like the passing, composure, influence, stamina. He's definitely got it all. And now my midfield trio is absolutely brilliant for this league. And then Johnny Sutherland from Manchester United is our third goalkeeper, but I sent him out on loan to Bath to see if he get success there. Players I released: Martin Rice, Daniel Ledbetter, Craig Easton for €3,000. Ray Spears out on loan to Salisbury. Lloyd Macklin has gone to Lincoln on a free. Curtis McKenzie on loan to Newport County, and that's about it. So anyway, Dylan Tombides, I mentioned him in the Gold Coast save. He's a free agent from West Ham, and since he's willing to play for cheap, hopefully the work permit goes through. But as you say, one good piece of advice for any new Football Manager players is that if you're gonna, like, obviously if it's your first time playing, then you won't know any players personally until you actually play the game. But if you are transferring saves, always consider signing someone you already know and can trust, either as a, you know, good backup or a good starter from, you know, previous experience, and hope they'll repeat their success with you again. And I know Tom Bides wasn't a great signing for me with Gold Coast, but I just wanted an extra striker who could possibly play here as well, but I couldn't get it because Zach Ansah from Arsenal was under the age of 23, and I've already used up all my my allowed loan deals for people under the age of 23. Excuse me, I think his second name, Ansah. Yeah, Z-A-K. So yeah, I missed out on getting this boy here because I failed to take note of how many loans I had, so I hope I won't regret that one. But anyway, sorry about all that. My financial situation has actually improved. We've been making good profits again, and it might start to decline a bit as we start to get into the the main part of the season. But a win today against Brentford is worth, it's not worth any money at all, is it? No, I don't think it's worth any money, but a home tie against a team in a league higher than us is always worth attending, and taking the gamble by playing my midfield trio that I'm very fond of. Larry goes in the attacking mid position and Nick Finn moves back. Billy Bowden and Niall Thompson are on the wings, with Nathan Eccleston up front, and then my defensive pairing, Knight, Percival and Keane. If one of them fails to impress, then they're going to get dropped. And then Ulster and Maris, my trusted wing backs. And then I'm handing the debut to Oscar Janssen, even though he had a terrible game against Real Sociedad. I just want to see what he's like in a big game situation. So I love having big squads, and unfortunately 2 guys are already injured, so they can't play. But otherwise it's a strong looking bench, and let's just head straight into the game. Oh, very nervous about this, but if we do win, I said to the guys, you get a big cup bonus for getting far, and certainly a cup run would do us the world good. But I can't forget the league either. So just one game's been played. Derby County won in the 90th minute against AFC Wimbledon, I'm aware. So let's just see if they've got anyone good. These Brentford lads. Farid El Agloui, yes, very good players. Paul Hayes. So the standard 4-4-2, that should be good enough to beat us, but we have held our own in pre-season, so you never know what can my team do, and certainly you've never seen them play properly before, so this is your first opportunity, and I hope you enjoy it. So come on, show me what you can do is a good response. So who do you think is my best signing? Who do you think is going to flop? Those are the sort of things I would love to know, because I was probably a bit rash with all these loan deals, just picking anyone and anyone who would fill a position for me. But if my midfield trio work together, if they work together and you know, supply the midfield, or supply the forwards and the defenders consistently, then I think I'm on for a winner. Like, I regret not getting a good right mid, and I'm not too happy about missing out on a you know, more strikers. Would have preferred more strikers, but I think we can do okay until January. Oscar Janssen got a knock already as he picked up the ball from a good save, and here's Thompson with a distant free kick. It was going wide, but the goalkeeper saved it. 1 goal there from Sunderland. Not a big surprise there. I think they were relegated. Oh, Lowry couldn't get there. Ulster cleared. Nick Finn is the last man back. I'm surprised Eccleston is nervous, considering he has the most experience in the higher leagues. Oh, that should have gone in. Oh dear. Let's just check out these match stats. Oh dear, they're too big. It's fairly even so far. We're good on possession, at least until I set it. Yeah, we're getting okay again. So alright, grand. Alright. Okay, thanks. Right. And that's a goal for Farid El Akwali, and we're already 1-0 down, so can we respond instantly? Thompson loses possession, but Maris is there. Nice Percival to Billy Bowden, who was a player of the year in the team, the best 11 of the year. He was the best left midfielder, so I was very proud of him, considering how young he is. I'll have to wait and see if he can keep it up with me in charge for hopefully the whole season. And I forgot to mention that while I gave many pay cuts to my players, I took one myself as part of the new feature in this game. And there's Niall Thompson proving my worth in him. I have faith in his potential, and he's proven me right here with a goal in the cup. And Tut, the Rochdale bargain find, has been booked bang on the 45th minute, and it's 1-1 here at Plainmoor. And here's a free kick. Oh, it's a penalty. That's saved, but it's gone in. Oh, it didn't say it was a penalty. Oh my god. Well, I thought it was a free kick. That is so unlucky for Janssen. Oh my god. Right. That is most peculiar. I didn't see it. It didn't pop up. Like, obviously the pop-up from Football Manager 2012 has come out. They decided not to retain that. But it didn't even say penalty. It just went straight to the highlight where it's just arguing over a yellow card. And I missed it completely. So, desperate luck, but bad ratings for some of my players. Tut obviously getting punished for giving away a penalty. We're going to have to say, I expect much better. Eccleston, I'm not too sure about him. Average, I suppose. So keep the faith. Tut is obviously a bit upset still about giving away such a penalty. And there we go. Unlucky to Janssen. He saved the penalty, but it bounced back to Alagui or something. Excuse me for my poor pronunciation attempts. Ian Maris gets the ball back, but it's not going to be shown on the highlight. Lowry loses the ball to Saunders. Diaguara, Hayes and Alaguli. Diaguara to Saunders. He can cut in, and Hayes denied by Janssen for a corner kick. Blackman scored a penalty for Sheffield United. I'm sure he's one of the famous guys on FIFA Ultimate Team because people love the funny names. And probably the funniest one I've ever seen on FIFA Ultimate Team was Yaya Banana from from Sochaux in Ligue 1, which is just absolutely brilliant. What a name to have! Like, he wouldn't be able to make a success of himself in England or anywhere that speaks English because of his, bizarre name. But he is a decent young talent for Sochaux, who are one of my favourite French teams because I played as them in one of the FIFAs past. And we're heading into the 60th minute. So this is about the time I make a substitute. It's got in! Knight Percival! Oh, it's a carbon copy of the goal he scored in pre-season. Ian Morris with a Rory Delap style throw in, and Knight Percival using his height to his advantage, and it's a fair goal, 2-2. Now, who wants to win this game most? Both teams have now put a brace of goals past the other goalkeeper, and it's all about who wants to win the third goal, and most likely the winner. And that's going to be a bizarre one. Oh, it's in! No, it is! It's Percival! Couldn't keep it out. Oh, no way. That is so bollocks. Oh, God. How unlucky. Anyway, we need to make a change. Jordan Keane's having a disaster, so Tate can come on. Tush isn't too happy, so bring on Mansell. Yeah, Tush. Yeah, poor game for him. I'd save a striker till later. Excuse me. So, apologies for my parents walking in on the episode. You never know when I'm needed. Obviously, real life comes before video games, and that's game over now. 2 and 2 minutes. What a shocker. There's no point bringing on another striker now, is there? May as well save him for the league game. Well, we're just a bit nervous, I suppose. Lowry puts it well wide. Yeah, you never know what your team's capable of in pre-season, even though, the team looked really good. But Brentford have shut out the chops. Billy Bone with an excellent ball, but Nathan Eccleston puts it wide, and I think I'll give Derek Reardon a go. He's been quite average this pre-season, and he just doesn't seem to listen to me. Like, every time you say, "Oh, you're doing well," he doesn't seem to listen, and then he seems demotivated if you tell him he's bad. So hopefully he gets through his little emo phase and starts playing like a proper player. And he's got 20 minutes to make an impact. I don't think it's enough time. It was just that moment of madness, I suppose, after the 2-2. There's no reason to change our strategy because that can unsettle the players just as much as anything. I thought we're doing just fine, but now the counter-attack doesn't seem to work, and that's 5. Oh my God. Tate has been blamed, and this is shocking. This will really hurt the morale. I'll just tell him to get back. I don't think we deserve a 5-2 mauling, do we? it's been very even, and they've just been better from the goal. So Janssen has had a terrible debut, and unfortunately he's going to be sitting on the sidelines until the Johnson's Paint Trophy. I'd say that's a good shot from Larry, and it's a corner kick. So yeah, bad introduction, and I've lost in yet another live cam. Oh, it's a foul. Oh god. So who do I play now in centre back? Because Tate has been bad, and so has Keane. Look at that. He nearly had a 3.6 or something like that for a stat guy. I didn't read it properly, but a very, very bad day for us. I don't remember. Yeah, I think we lost to Shamrock Rovers in that live com. They got revenge on us. Yeah, 2-0 or something. Mansell to Lowry. Lowry to Bowden. Bowden to Mansell. And a congested 18-yard box means that Brentford have no problem defending that. And this is probably last moment of shame. Saunders cleared by Tate, and now counter attack. We've got 5 in position, but Lowry loses the ball. You know, that should be the final highlight. Yeah, bang on 91 minutes. Brentford have eliminated us from the Captial One Cup, and we must now try and recover in time for Exeter. So I'm not happy, but morale seems to be fairly reasonable. But nonetheless, 5-2, not good enough, I'm afraid. Michael Chopper, I remember him from Cardiff. Still pretty young though, and he's got a hat-trick as well as Alagui. So you can see him, his face portrait is there, so you can just see these other results. I'll scan through them as best I can. Yeah, not many shocks. Yeah, that's a very, very unfortunate loss for us. And I'd say Brentford are one of the better teams in this tournament, at least for the time being. But at least there's the Johnson Paint Trophy to look forward to. You never know. Excuse me. Yeah, Haggerty was one I could have bought as well, but I don't have any funds. Yeah, Sutherland did well. That's okay. Yeah, so I'll just have the... no, I won't actually have the press conference in the episode. I think it's been plenty of time now. So, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned, where I'll head into the Christmas period of fixtures, and maybe even beyond that, in case I want to do something in the January transfer window. But that's all for today. Thank you, and goodbye.